three more players who are all averaging over double digits in points per game, and Alexandra Libet, DJ Richardson and Javon Shepherd. Kevin Tumba has had to fill the void left by fellow big man Brian Davis after he left for Taiwan. Here is the Stelmet Zielona Gora roster then, under the leadership of Artur Gronek, who at 31 years of age is the youngest head coach in the Basketball Champions League, but he has at his disposal vastly experienced players such as Lukas Kozarek, who's averaging over 5 assists a game, Adam Hojaniuk and Thomas Kalati. Vladimir Dragicevic has been invaluable on both ends of the floor, averaging 12.1 points and 7.3 rebounds, as has Nemanja Djuricic, who's got 10.7 points and 5.2 rebounds. So let me just try and explain exactly what's going on in Group E in terms of what Stelmet Zielona Gora and Proximus Spirou still have to play for. So it's Zielona Gora in 6th place at the moment, Proximus Spirou in 7th position. So I'll just run you through exactly what happens. So basically 24 teams go through to the Basketball Champions League playoffs. So they are all the group winners, the 3 best second place teams from the 5 groups. They go straight through to the second phase of the playoffs. So 8 teams go straight through to the second phase of the playoffs. That leaves the 2 remaining second place teams, all the teams that finish 3rd, all the teams that finish 4th, and the 4 best 5th place teams from the 5 groups. So 16 teams in total. They qualify for the playoff qualifiers, so the first phase of the playoffs. So that leaves the teams that don't qualify for the Basketball Champions League playoffs. There is still a chance to go and compete in the FIBA Europe Cup. So 8 teams will qualify for the FIBA Europe Cup playoff. Those teams will be the 1 remaining 5th place team from the 5 groups, all the teams that finish in 6th, and the 2 best 7th place teams from the 5 groups. They will all go through to the FIBA Europe Cup playoff. So at the moment, obviously if all the teams finishing in 6th qualify, that means that Zielona Gora will guarantee themselves a position in the FIBA Europe Cup playoff, with Proximus Spirou perhaps needing a bit of luck, but that can all change of course over the next couple of weeks. So not quite what these 2 sides were hoping for, of course, right at the start of the campaign, but at least there is still something for them to play for today. Here are the officials for today: Miguel Ángel Pérez from Spain, Haris Bjedic of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Arturas Sukis of Lithuania. They will be overseeing proceedings this evening. So the teams just completing their last minute warm-ups before we get underway in just a couple of minutes' time on game day 13 of the Basketball Champions League. It's been a terrific tournament, obviously in its first season. I think everyone has thoroughly enjoyed the competition. Just great experience for some of these teams to play in a European competition and test themselves against some of Europe's very best. So here are the Proximus Spirou starting 5. Look out for the likes of Niels Marnegrave, who is a very talented player with ball in hand. He led the Belgian league in assists last year, did Marnegrave. Javon Shepherd and Loic Schwartz, they've been putting up good numbers on the offensive end, and Kevin Tumba there, the big man at the end, he is in charge of dominating off the glass. There is Fulvio Bastianini, who took over at Proximus in March last year. Before that was in charge of the Age in Belgium. And here is the Stelmet Zielona Gora starting 5. The likes of James Florence will be keen to get the ball in his hands, but the main man for them so far has been Vladimir Dragicevic, who's been shooting the ball fantastically well, currently averaging 12.1 points and also collecting 7.3 rebounds a game as well. And there is Artur Gronek, who was assistant to Sasho Filipovski before he moved on to Banvit last year. And he is, as I said earlier on, the youngest coach in the Basketball Champions League this season. So some final words of wisdom from both head coaches, and we can get underway. Let's try and listen in.
Set the flare, then he will help a little bit here. Then Bestia, be patient, do not make turnover here. Swing through the 4, if he is open, immediately pass to him. Come on a pick and roll, if they will come.
Okay, on two. You have one big shooter, Zamoshki for now on the court. Okay, so the first offer, just the Florence, okay, you play move, 4, okay, 18, 97, 34, okay, 25. So the first offer will play shut down, guys. Play correctly. Shoot the ball here, okay, don't forget. Then, when we catch the ball from here, we get the ball here on the side. You take screen, guys, on the 5 man, use the screen. Yeah, go and dig. Just be open here, because if your man rotate here, watch out for the skip pass for you. Okay, guys?
So some good words from both Artur Gronek and Fulvio Bastianini. Stelmet Zielona Gora won their first 4 matches in front of their home supporters this regular season, and it wasn't until game day 10 at home to Partizan when they suffered their first home defeat, albeit by a single point, 80 points to 81. And they then followed that up the week after with a much more convincing defeat, 66-84 to Besiktas. So they come into this match on a 4-match losing streak. Confidence will be low, and you've got to go back to game day 7 for their last victory in a 78-75 win over Ike. The last time these two sides met was back on game day 6 in Belgium, when Proximus Spirou ran out 86-69 winners. So Zielona Gora will be hoping to get their revenge this evening. As for Proximus, well, they haven't had huge success on their travels this season, although they have won 2 away matches. On game day 5, 84-70 to Partizan, and game day 7, 79-74 to Sionoki Olai. But since that victory, they've lost 4 of their 5 matches played, so much like their opponents this evening, confidence will be fairly low. So here we go then, game day 13 of the Basketball Champions League is off and running. And it is Stelmet Zielona Gora taking on Proximus Spirou. Perimeter defense early on by the home side. Shot clock already down to 4 seconds. Thought there may have been a foul. Instead, he's just thrown it out of bounds as Loic Schwartz. And an early turnover. The ball back in the hands of the Poles for the first time. Straight into James Florence's hands, where the ball will spend a lot of time today. Hasn't quite picked up the number of assists, I'm sure, in the Basketball Champions League that he would have liked to. Only averaging 2.4 assists so far. He's averaging 10.9 points, though. Well, it's the backcourt violation. No, it's not. A foul has been called instead on Kevin Tumba. Just pushed him back over the line. It's Florence. 3-2 zone early on for Spirou. Shot clock again down to 3 seconds. Florence has got to get the ball away quickly. Was it just before the buzzer? I think it would have counted, but they've got the rebound anyway, and in traffic can't get the layup. And Javon Shepherd can bring it away for Spirou. Won't mind that much matchup on Florence, and makes a nice little right hook. And the first points of the game go the way of the Belgian side. Florence again. Trying to set the screen for him was Dragicevic. Extra pass by Armani Moore. Florence throws up the three, straight in. And Florence is off and running. He was a good metre or so beyond the arc there. But nothing but net as it found its way down. Great pass underneath. Tumba had it stripped away from him. Foul called on Marnegrave, I think. Florence driving to the lane. It's got to be better defense on him than that. And they get away with it, Spirou. Last touch was off Zielona Gora as well, so they will get the ball back. There's just a massive gap that opened up. They parted like the Red Sea, the Spirou defence, sorry. Lucky that Florence let them off the hook. Loic Schwartz helps it on. Siobhan Shepherd. Last touch again off the Polish side. Clock down to 4. Great pass underneath. Tumba was fouled, just couldn't quite make the shot for the and one opportunity, but he will head to the line for the first time today. Foul called on Zamoyski. So Tumba averaging 5.6 points, 6.2 rebounds as well for the Belgian side so far. 66% free throw shooter in the regular season. And he splits them with his first few attempts today, so we're all tied up at 3 points each in the early stages here. As for the mid-range two, they won't mind that so much. Spirou, happy to allow him that shot. Now nicely done on the turn. The one-handed jam from Siobhan Shepherd. Florence helps it on to Armani Moore, trying to post him up, go to work underneath, and a really good finish on the left-hand hook shot. Chaniak, it's his first points of the game as well. Sharing the ball well in the early stages, both sides. Trying to get everybody involved. You want a touch of the ball. Tumba was trying to set the screener, but he had two if it goes, just comes up short. Rebound by Dragicevic, who can bring it clear. Trying to penetrate inside was Armani Moore, back to Florence. Well, terrific pass underneath, and the simplest of finishes for Chaniak, who was found expertly by his man. Loic Schwartz. Schwartz, good pass out to the corner. It'll be 3 if it goes. Off target. Rebound by Dragicevic. As Zamoyski can bring it clear. It'll be a 3. Zamoyski, can it? Five-point lead for the home side. Zamoyski off and running from beyond the arc. Here is Loic Schwartz to Tumba. Tumba wanted it again. Ambitious pass from Marnegrave, and was a little fortunate that the last touch was off a Zielona Gora man. So Spirou will keep the ball. There's 7 seconds left on the shot clock for them. Siobhan Shepherd, shot clock down to 3. Fade away 2, makes it. Good shooting early on from both these sides. Shepherd has 6 already. Zamoyski, full of confidence after the last one went, and now a fast break down the other end in transition, goes coast to coast, can't get the bank, but Tumba is there on the rebound, and the big two-handed jam from Kevin Tumba. And it's just a 1-point game as a timeout is called. Some fairly stern words there from Artur Gronek, especially. Not happy with the way that his side have started here, clearly. But it is just a 1-point game, 10 points to 9, with just under 5 left to play in this opening quarter. Great pass, Armani Moore completely free and makes them pay. No one even close to Armani Moore. Big player for the University of Tennessee. And just the 13th player in their history to record over 100 blocks. Nice left hook shot, just doesn't get the roll. And a chance for Zielona Gora to increase their advantage once more. Florence thought about the 2, decided against it. Instead back to James Florence. Nice pass underneath from the foul line, doesn't get the roll. Rebound by Darnell Harris. Looking for Tumba. It's a play they'll go to a lot this evening. 2'6" is Kevin Tumba. Left the Leuven Bears in 2015 to sign for Proximus Spirou. Schwartz, extra pass, will be a 2, and it goes. Good ball movement again by the Belgian side. More than happy just to bide their time and wait for the best opportunity to shoot the ball, and at the moment that normally involves it being in the hands of Jevon Shepherd, penetrating to the lane. Good hands to prevent it going out. Julian Vaughan. Armani Moore with a shot clock down to 3. Fadeaway 2 just comes up short. Rebounded by Marnegrave. Great pass as well to Tumba. Now Schwartz. It's a little fortunate that it finds its way to Darnell Harris, who knocks down the 3. And Proximus Spirou have a 1-point advantage. They've already been down by 5 in this opening quarter. It looks as though Florence has just taken a knock for his troubles. The left elbow of Kevin Tumba that you could just see. So Florence is going to have to take a seat. Thomas Kalati has replaced James Florence as he's just gone to see whether he can rub off that knock that he just took. Shot clock counting down to 3 seconds. Got to get the shot away. He's fouled and just doesn't get the roll. Will shoot a couple. Dragicevic, foul called on Darnell Harris with just 1 second left on the shot clock. Years of age now, Dragicevic. He's having his second spell at the club after he had a season back in the 2013-14 season. Re-signed last year. And we're all tied up here at 14 points each with just over 2.5 to play in this opening quarter. Schwartz. On Shepherd again, the shot clock down to 3. Got to get it away. He's fouled. No, it's an offensive foul. He's called on the travel, and they'll turn it over. So 3 turnovers already for the Belgian side. None for Zielona Gora so far. Grav already with his second personal, so he's going to go and take a seat. Alexandre Libert is the man coming in. James Florence hasn't come back in since going off with that injury, so Kalati is still at the point guard position. Grusecki does well to rub off the challenge, but couldn't quite get the finish. Oh, and that's a horrible little coming together there. Let's hope they're both okay. Certainly no malice in it from Dragicevic. Loic Schwartz. Schwartz trying to penetrate to the lane, throws it up left-handed, but he's now called on the travel. It's another turnover for the Belgian side. And considering they've had 4 turnovers and Zielona Gora have had none, I think they'll be relatively happy that the score is 14 points all with just over 90 seconds to go in this first quarter. Here is Kalati. Is tripped by Schwartz. Spirou in the penalty, so Kalati will go and shoot a couple. Born in the States, Thomas Kalati, but he gained Polish citizenship through his wife. Good success in European competitions as well. He's won the Euro Cup on a number of occasions. Splits of free throws, but a big offensive rebound. He's grabbed his own, Thomas Kalati, so they'll get the ball back. And they've got 7 seconds left to shoot. Kalati, great pass underneath. Oh, and he's let down by the hands of Julian Vaughan. great defence by Vaughan. He's made up for his turnover down the other end, and now it's a chance on the fast break, but a travel is called. And Zamoyski will turn it straight back into the hands of the Belgian side. To the lane. Three goes up, the three goes down. Spirou with a 2-point advantage. Alexandra Libet with his first points of the match so far. Chance for a 2-for-1 possession here. Trying to drive himself again. Julian Vaughan just can't grab the ball, and now in transition down the other end on the fast break. The pass was just a little too strong. Thought about throwing up the three. Instead goes the extra pass out to the right-hand side. Tumba, well done, Tumba, great pass, and the finish underneath by Jevon Shepherd, who's already into double digits. Selfish play from the big man. And Zielona Gora will have the last possession of this first quarter. Thomas Kalati, 2 seconds on the clock, throws up the three, just comes up short, and that will be that for the first quarter. Jevon Shepherd, certainly the star, he's already got 10, and it means that Proximus Spirou leads Stelmet Zielona Gora after the first, 19 points to 15. Zielona Gora shooting the ball just 22% from 2-point range, but 60% from beyond the arc. Proximus, it's over 60% from both 2- and 3-point range. 4 more rebounds as well for the Belgians, 1 more assist, most of the stats pointing in favour of Proximus Spirou in the early stages. Apart from that, turnovers really, 5 turnovers to 3. Let's listen in to what Artur Gronek is instructing his side.
No, play 2 sides, James, take the ball. 2 sides, we are going on the stagger.
So second quarter, it is Zielona Gora to inbound. Good news for them is that James Florence is back on the floor. So that injury that he picked up that forced him off in the first quarter, clearly not too serious, which is good news for the Polish side. Thought about throwing it up, but a big travel. Easy decision on Nemanja Jurisic. He's had a good regular season, 10.7 points, 5.2 rebounds. He's averaging at the moment. Jadacevic. Jevon Shepherd, uncontested three, goes. They're shooting the ball really well from beyond the arc. Alexandra Libet with his second. And all of a sudden, a 7-point lead has opened up for the Belgian side. Florence tried to throw up the alley-oop, but Julian Vaughan can't catch a cold in the early stages here. Libert, great pass again, uncontested three, comes up short on this occasion, but he'll grab his own rebound and the ball back in the hands of the side from Belgium. Jevon Shepherd twisting, turning, can't get his shot away, a travel called on Shepherd, not happy with the decision. Chance for Zielona Gora to try and eat into this 7-point advantage. Here is Jurisic. Kalati thought about throwing up the three, and again decided against it on both occasions, and that's why the extra pass. And it's Grusecki who does knock it down in the end. He had two chances for a relatively uncontested three. Did Kalati, and instead, unselfishly, gave it to the better three-point shooter. Alexandra Libet. Shot clock down to 3 seconds. Foul is called on Kalati. Only way to stop Jevon Shepherd at the moment. Offensive foul though, so Spirou will turn it over. Foul called on Maxime Godot. Saying that it was on Adam Kemp, I thought it was on Godot. It's Nemanja Jurisic trying to drive to the rim. Was it a foot out of bounds? Yes, it was, and another turnover. Zielona Gora, who looked after the ball well in the first kind of 5-6 minutes of the opening quarter, but since then, they've turned the ball over on a number of occasions. It's Jevon Shepherd. Screen set for him by Kemp. Shepherd throws it away, it's another turnover, just getting a bit scrappy at the moment. Now Grusecki. Completely open three for Florence, just comes up short, but a rebound by Kalati. And there'll be a second chance opportunity for Zielona Gora. He has it ripped out of his hands, but illegally by Libet. So 4-point lead for Proximus Spirou so far, 22 points to 18. Florence. Another foul called on Alexandra Libet, who gives the official a bit of a deathly stare, clearly not enamoured with that decision. His second personal. Another 14 seconds on the clock. Florence, Kalati, well, it's another fake. The amount of times that he's thought about throwing up the three and decided against it. Shot clock down to 3. Jurisic with a difficult left-handed shot. 1 second on the clock, just before the buzzer, was it? No, it's a shot clock violation. Adam Machaniak just couldn't quite get the ball away in time, so they've turned it over again. Three and a half minutes in this. Foul called on Kalati. We've played nearly 3.5 minutes in the second quarter, and it's just 3 points all so far. Just a 3-point shot for each side. Galati will be taken out. Chance for Jaroszevic to add a couple of points from the foul line. Twice a Belgian league winner with Proximus Spirou. Did go and play elsewhere before he re-signed for the Belgian side last year. And he makes both, averaging 7.6 points so far in the regular season. The lead is now 6 for the Belgians. It's been as big as 7. Florence trying to orchestrate things as per. 3 from way downtown, oh, and straight in. Nothing but net for Karol Grusecki, who was a good metre and a half outside the arc. Grusecki now with 6 points. Libet trying to answer back with a 3 of their own. Can't. Kemp just couldn't quite bring in the rebound. And I think, yeah, foul has been called on Zielona Gora, not Adam Kemp. Jaroszevic was the man. Great play, oh, blocked, big rejection. And that is how to turn defense into offense. Straight down the other end, and they'll go to the foul line. What a massive block down the other end of the floor. It's actually an unsportsmanlike that's been called on Adam Kemp, who shakes his head in disgust. Janiak will head to the foul line. So he'll shoot a couple, and Zielona Gora will then get the ball back. So a chance for a 4 or 5 point play here. So it makes 1 of 2. Gets the Polish side within 2 points. So Tumba comes back in. Janiak, great pass underneath, Dragicevic. It's an excellent pass and a cool finish as well. We've got a tied game. Javon Shepherd still leads the way with his 10 points. Great pass. Monograve throws up the 3, comes up short. Dragicevic with the rebound. And Florence trying to throw it inside, but a foul has been called. Chance for Janiak to go back to the foul line. Second personal for Tumba. And misses both, so no harm done for the Belgians, although they are in the penalty for the next 5 and a bit minutes of this second quarter. Monograv. Good pass. Tumba's gone down underneath. It doesn't matter because the three goes. Out to Gronek again, not looking too happy on the sideline there. Jaracevic with 5 points personal. Now James Florence thought about the three, decided against it, throws it to Grusecki. Good defense on him though. Chaniuk just doesn't get the roll, but Dragicevic is there to grab the offensive rebound. Now Florence decides to go himself. Foul is called. Jaracevic, the man. He's got a Monograv, actually. He's gone to take a seat already. 3 personal fouls for Monograv. Himself in a bit of foul trouble early on here. Florence makes it a 1-point game, and a timeout has been called at 26-27 with 4 minutes 27 still to play in this first half.
Okay, we play the head side. Ça va? Head side, just next. Zero. Bienvenue dans son dos. Open up, just wait. It's a good game in. Kevin, don't forget to screen the second one in. And stay open to the extra pass. Just Kevin, you know, like, very quick. Every one, for sure. On that, on maybe, the 4 men. Just help on that, watch for your arm. After, okay, guys. Smart in defense, not for the obligation, guys. Hey, attention.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, please.
I tymczasem wracamy do gry. James Florence, Karol Gruszecki, Adam Krycaniuk, Paweł Kagicewicz i Armani Mur. Piątka Stelmetu 26-27 i przy piłce drużyna gości.
So 26-27. What's the call here? Well, he's saying it's a... Yeah, you've only got 8 seconds to take the ball into the other half. And you can see 15 seconds there on the shot clock. Just a little slow. So another turnover, that's a sloppy one. In traffic, right, hook shot goes. Dragicevic, difficult shot made to look very, very easy. Dragicevic with 5 points now. They're looking to press them again high up the court. Great steal by Dragicevic. He's everywhere at the moment. And a couple of really sloppy possessions by Proximus Spirou. Chaniuk throws up the 2, way short. Godo was there on the defensive rebound. Alexandra Libet. Siobhan Shepherd, the 3 from Libet once again. Alexandra Libet is having a field day from beyond the arc so far. 9 points, all of them from 3-point territory, shooting at 75% so far. Alexandra Libet. Thrown away, Libet with the steal now, and fairly silly foul to give away by Chaniuk. Guessing that will be an unsportsmanlike. Prevents him from getting up the other end. The unsportsmanlike it is on Adam Michaniuk. So both sides in the penalty for the final 3 and a bit minutes here. The chance for Spirou now to have a couple of free throws and then get the ball back to add insult to injury to Zielona Gora. Winning 10.3 points in the Basketball Champions League this season. And he's already got 10 today, a chance to make it 11. So 3-point lead, and Spirou will get the ball back. Sorry, 4-point lead. Oh, it's a poor pass from Libet, just singing his praises. Oh, but terrific. What defense is that from Jadacevic. He thought it was a foul. Jadacevic can't believe that he hasn't got the decision there. Jadacevic, fantastic defense. Lawrence thrown away out of bounds, so a chance for Spirou to increase their 4-point lead. Julian Vaughan has checked back in. Yeah, he thought that Tumba was going for the alley-oop, but not on the same wavelength. Another turnover. Zielona Gora now in the capable hands of Dragicevic, who just can't get the right hook shot to go. And now it's 4 against 3 down the other end on the fast break. Twisting and turning, and is fouled. Foul goes on Armani Moore. Chance for Jadacevic to add to his 5 points already. Kalati comes back in. Zielona Gora still just shooting the ball 29% from 2-point range. Compare that to 55% for Proximus Spirou. It's their 3-point shooting that's keeping them in it at the moment. Shooting at 63% from beyond the arc. Splits the free throws. Makes it a 5-point game. Just under 2.5 left to play in the first half. 28 points to 33. Both these sides battling it out for that 6th place to guarantee themselves qualification to the FIBA Europe Cup playoffs. It's Kalati. Armani Moore throws up the 3, way off target. Easy rebound for Tumba. Alexandra Libet. The 3 goes. And the biggest lead of the match so far for Proximus Spirou. They lead by 8. Completely open Maxime Godou.
They are shooters, and we contest their shots, and they are scoring 5 threes in this quarter. 5 threes. It is pressing play, press break. Press break 2. Press break 2 is guards. And then we go short side, it is not pressing. We play strong. We play strong, pick and roll.
Enough first. Michael, you go for Kev. Michael. Let's go, Michael. Okay. watch on all situations. So and then I'm not going to win.
So Artur Gronek clearly not happy with his side's perimeter defense at the moment, emphasizing the point that the Belgian side have scored 5 threes just in this second quarter alone, which is not good enough from a defensive point of view. And that's added up to an 8-point advantage as we approach the last 90 seconds of this second quarter. Darnell Harris called on the foul. Only 24 years of age, only signed a 1-year contract at the club, just in case an NBA team came calling. He's tried out for the Detroit Pistons, the Milwaukee Bucks, prior to coming to Europe, but didn't get signed on a permanent basis by either. Loic Schwartz to Harris. Godou. Shot clock down to 4 seconds. Someone's got to shoot. Harris does from way downtown and makes it. Darnell Harris with the hot hand, and it's a 9-point lead. Harris with 6 points, both of them from beyond the arc. Florence looks to respond, and he does emphatically. Florence with 8 points personal now, to go along with his 3 assists, and another timeout has been called.
Max, you will make the inbound. So Tito and Loic. Okay, so watch out to receive the first pass. They don't play just D. You must come here to the middle. Okay, smart. The ball come here. Okay, D, if you move, you come to the middle. Okay, watch, but hey, quick.
Set the square here in defense, and then we will deny this pass. And this, do not forget the guy in the corner. We have to be with 5 on this side. It's clear? With 5 players on this side. If they will swing or figure out this trap, man-to-man defense. I do not have timeout. Last offense, you will play horse down. Listen up, in horse down. Horse down, start from here. And come like this, go on this big man side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
They can be most concerned about their 2-point shooting so far, just 4 from 15, 26% from 2-point range. Desperately need to improve that in the second half. They're a little fortunate that they are only 6 points down. 45 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Tito Sigfredo Casero has checked in for the first time. Schwartz throws up the 3, just comes up short, rebounded by Zamoyski. Chance for a 2-for-1 here if they're quick. Not quick enough by the looks of it. Perimeter defense here by Darnell Harris and Schwartz, making it uncomfortable for Zielona Gora. Can't get the shot to go, neither at the second time of asking, no goaltending either. And the fast break down the other end, Darnell Harris. There's still plenty of time on the shot clock. 7 seconds to have this last possession in the first half. Casero trying to go himself, rejected by Julian Vaughan. And I don't know why he took so long. He's potential to get Kalati away down the other end of the floor, but the buzzer goes, and at half-time here, it's Stelmet Zielona Gora 33, Proximus Spirou 39. And led by as many as 9. That's the big stat there, really, on the left-hand side, just 23%. They're 4 from 17 from two-point range. Zielona Gora 50% for the Belgian side and 58% from beyond the perimeter. A few more rebounds and a few more assists as well for Proximus Spirou. 3 more turnovers as well, 12 turnovers for the Belgian side, 3 big blocks for Zielona Gora. So James Florence has been his efficient self, 8 points to go alongside his 3 assists as well. Dragicevic leading the way on the glass, as he so often does, with 5. Libert has shot the ball terrifically well for the Belgians. He's got 11 points. Godou with 4 rebounds, and Margrave with 4 assists himself. Dragicevic with a couple of big steals as well. Shepherd caught fire in the first quarter. He's got 10 points personal for Proximus Spirou. So I will leave you with the first half highlights, but do join us again in around 10 minutes time for the second half. Welcome back, everybody, to Poland. Second half of Stelmet Zielona Gora and Proximus Spirou just about to get underway in a couple of minutes' time, and it is the Belgians that lead at the end of the first, 39 points to 33. They have a 6-point advantage heading into this second half. Just a reminder how things stand in Group E. Well, unfortunately for both of these sides, Zielona Gora and Proximus Spirou, they are unable to qualify for the Basketball Champions League playoff positions. That's because best case scenario for either of these two sides is that they win their last two matches tonight and then next week. But even if they do that, and Dinamo Sassari, who currently find themselves in 5th spot, even if Dinamo lose next week, they'll still end up with 20 points. That's the max that Zielona Gora or Proximus Spirou can end up with as well, providing they win their next two matches, 20 points as well. But both Zielona Gora and Proximus Spirou, they have a worse head-to-head points aggregate record against Dinamo Sassari, and that's the first thing that is looked at when trying to separate two sides. So even if they were to win both of their next two games, they wouldn't be able to qualify for the Champions League, so for the playoff positions in the Champions League. So the best that these two sides can hope for is a place in the FIBA Europe Cup. 8 teams qualify for the FIBA Europe Cup. So the 5 6th place teams. So if you finish in 6th place, you're straight into the FIBA Europe Cup playoff. And the 2 best 7th place teams from the 5 groups. So these two trying to guarantee themselves a 6th place finish in Group E to try and guarantee themselves a place in the FIBA Europe Cup playoff instead of going through to the Basketball Champions League playoff. And it's so far so good for Proximus Spirou. Try and listen in to what Fluvio Bastianini is saying. So James Florence has had an effective first half. He's got 8 points and 3 assists. Dragicevic leads the way with 5 rebounds. And as for Proximus Spirou, well, Alexandra Libet has come off the bench and lit things up. 11 points for him. Godu's got 4 rebounds, and Marnagrav leads the way with 4 assists. But a 6-point game. And you'd say that Stelmet Zielona Gora will be relatively happy that they're only 6 points behind, considering they've only shot the ball from 2-point range at 24% in the opening 2 quarters. Compare that to 50% for their opponents. Their 3-point shooting has really kept them in it, 60% from beyond the arc, 58% for Spirou, so both sides shooting the 3 well. And Schwartz just off target. James Florence, who took a bit of a knock early on in the first quarter. He had to go off, took a knock to the eye, but fortunately he looks absolutely fine to carry on for the rest of the game. Dragicevic throws up the mid-range 2. Darnell Harris grabs the rebound. There's Harris again. Shepard to Schwartz. Now Alexandra Libet, shot clock down to 3. Throws up the 3 from way downtown. And great work, great anticipation from Darnell Harris. It was an air ball, but he caught it and put it in with about 1 second left on the shot clock. So the lead is 8. Given away though by Dragicevic. That's what you can't afford to do, but poor hands by Loic Schwartz. And he's turned it straight back over. Yet to score so far, Loic Schwartz. Only averaging 3.4 points in the BCL regular season. Trying to penetrate to the lane. Dragicevic is fouled and won. Foul called on Darnell Harris. Good finish under pressure from Dragicevic. And he just had his right arm Actually, I think it was Tumba that the foul's been called on, not Darnell Harris. There's third personal. Chance for a three-point play, which he makes. So 8 points for the big man to go along with his 5 rebounds already. Libert into Darnell Harris. Libert again, wants someone to pass to. Tumba is there, Tumba's fouled, and very nearly an and one for him as well. Just couldn't quite get the roll, but Kevin Tumba will head to the line and shoot a couple as he just puts his hands on his back. Not sure whether he's just pulled something there. Hope he's okay. Did play for Belgium at Eurobasket 2015, did Kevin Tumba. Lost to Greece in the 8th finals. Still just clutching that lower back. Something just to keep an eye on. Makes one of two. It's Florence, good screen set, sets up the completely open three. Darnell Harris is there to grab the rebound. And an offensive foul has been called. Zielona Gora will get it back. Tumba in big foul trouble. Us 4 fouls already for the big man. Unsurprisingly taken out of the game. Florence. Zamoyski. Sorry, Grusecki. Grusecki with the fadeaway too. Gets it. Eight points for Grusecki. And a 4-point lead for Proximus Spirou. His Loic Schwartz into Adam Kemp. For the Detroit Pistons, bit of summer league back in 2015. Did Adam Kemp. Janiak collects his 3rd foul. Here's Alexandra Libert driving to the lane. Great finish by Libert. Saw the space and just penetrated to the rim. 13 points. Trying to respond with a 3. Can't get it to go, but Janiak is there on the rebound. Is fouled. Yeah, Darnell Harris just having a bit of a reach in with his right arm. So 3rd foul for Darnell Harris. There's a few out there in foul difficulty already. Still got over 6 minutes to play in this 3rd quarter. Makes one of two. He'll get another go here. The official obviously saw Adam Kemp. I think he was just encroaching before the ball had gone. So we'll have another attempt. And he makes sure of this one. So the lead back to 4. Oh, it's a terrible pass by Schwartz and completely red. Oh, what a block by Schwartz. What a way to make up for the error. And now Schwartz wants it down the other end. Well, he really went from villain to hero there, did Loic Schwartz. Fadeaway 2 instead. Tried to disguise a little pass to Adam Kemp. Wasn't expecting it and went out of bounds. It's fouled though, so Spirou will keep the ball. Fourth foul for Chaniuk. Poor hands from Adam Kemp. That's a really cheap turnover, and now the fast break down the other end. Dragicevic with the flush. Gifted to them by Adam Kemp, and Dragicevic has double digits for the game himself. 10 points, the lead is now just 2. Darnell Harris throws up the 3, air ball. They do well to keep it alive, and Kemp on the right-handed hook gets it to go. Dragicevic again. Good defense from Kemp this time, and poor pass from Dragicevic. They've stolen it. Foul is called on Grusecki. Javon Shepherd, he's been quiet, and he'll shoot a couple. He's been quiet since the first quarter, really. Javon Shepherd, where he scored 10 points. Fourth personal foul for Dragicevic as well. So Zielona Gora in the penalty for the final 5 and a bit minutes of this third quarter. Dragicevic has to take a seat with 4 fouls. There's a lot of guys in foul trouble out there at the moment. So Javon Shepherd a chance to add to his 10-point tally. He's a big player at the University of Michigan. Javon Shepherd, he captained the team to a second-round appearance in the 2009 NCAA Men's Division Basketball Tournament. Julian Vaughn. Armani Moore, he's been quiet. Armani Moore. Florence throws it out. The 3 is off target, and Schwartz is there on the rebound. Limit into Shepherd. Kemp wants it down under. He's completely free for a couple of seconds. Javon Shepherd couldn't quite see him. Dragicevic back to Shepherd. Shot clock down to 5. Throws up the 3, way off target. And Julian Vaughn is there to grab the rebound. Florence, great pass from Florence. Again, the 3 is off target. And Dragicevic eventually, just as he was about to bring down the rebound, was fouled. So Proximus Spirou will keep the ball. Second on Grusecki. lead is 7. Zielona Gora struggling to eat into this advantage that Proximus Spirou have had. Florence with the 3, off target again. And now the fast break down the other end, great pass to Jadacevic, just couldn't quite catch and shoot. They keep hold of the ball. Alexandra Libet waiting for the screen from Adam Kemp. Schwartz, extra pass, Jadacevic, the 3 goes. And the perimeter shooting in this third quarter hasn't been anywhere near as good as it had been in the first half, but Jadacevic has eventually knocked one down and increases the Belgians' advantage again. So a timeout has been called, let's listen in.
Every pick and roll in defense. You too. We go green, short, and go under. If they will screen, then play red. It's clear you blue. If they will screen, you play blue. And guard over. Second screen over. Heads offense. We play weak.
Finally, we can accept some time to learn. Okay, smart. But don't go in if you have the shoot.
Hey, one stop, this play right here. We got one more stop.
Don't stay. Right? Okay, between the two. Okay, like that, fake and back. Guys, don't watch out if they play press. If they continue play, if they play press, and so maybe. Okay, Diago, don't forget the press to come to the middle. Hey, don't forget we have 8 seconds to press the ball. Attention,
Hey, when you move the ball, red team on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Florence. And Julian Vaughan, the lead is 10 here, 52-42. Grusecki, extra pass to Kalati in the corner. Just couldn't quite get the roll, so another opportunity for the Belgian side to increase their advantage. It's the first time they've had a double-digit lead in the entire match. It's coming at a nice time as well, as we're approaching the back end of the third quarter. Kalati. Now Florence thought about the 3, instead throws it to Julian Vaughan. Poor hands though, and look at this, 4 against 1. Libet decides to stop and throw up the 3. Not sure whether that was the right place, but play, but Schwartz bails him out by grabbing the offensive rebound. And Libet will have another opportunity here. There was an easy chance to take the 2, but instead they do get the 3 at the second time of asking. And Jadacevic is the man that knocks it down. And all of a sudden, Proximus Spirou are running away from Zielona Gora. The lead is now 15. Julian Vaughan, whose turnover led to that 3-point play, but he'll head to the line for a couple. So splits the free throws, and Libert again with the ball in his hands. 15 points for Alexandra Libert, leads the way. Good pass from Schwartz. Moved the ball well today. Proximus Spirou, Libert's in the corner, just a little too much on it, but a big rebound from Adam Kemp, who is hustling to try and keep it, and he does so. Kalati looking to go himself. Good pass out to Armani Moore. Moore throws up the three. Moore makes it. Moore's been quiet, but he's got 8 points. Still a double-digit lead for the Belgian side. 11 points at the moment. This has been as much as 15. Foul called on Grusecki. Makes both from the line, increases his personal tally to 17, increases the lead in the game to 13 as we approach the final 60 seconds or so. As you can see there, on a 15-4 run, Proximus Spirou. Kalati decides to go himself, can't get it, but as well Zamoyski to tip it back in. They can't afford just to trade here. Zielona Gora, they need to get some stops down the other end, and at the moment they're just not doing so. Kalati was tripped by Schwartz. That's one thing Kalati will want to improve, his points per game. Only averaging 5.5 points a game. 34 years of age now. Was signed by the LA Lakers back in 2009 for their training camp, but was later waived. So we've got about 5 seconds between the shot and the game clock here, and a chance for Zielona Gora to bring it back to within single digits. And for those of you that have been watching the Basketball Champions League over the last 3 months or so, will know that a single-digit game is by no means safe. Goaltending called, that bucket will count, and it is a 9-point game. Seen some extraordinary comebacks over the last few months. But a chance for Proximus Spirou to have the last possession now. Great pass, Jelacevic. Decided against the three, is tripped and will head to the line. Armani Moore picks up the foul. makes both. Does Godu. Points have been given to the wrong side, I was just about to say. They have been corrected. So 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter for Zielona Gora to try and eat into the lead. James Florence trying to go coast to coast, gives it out for the three. Kalati way off target with the air ball. And he just smiles to himself out of disgust, I think, at the effort, and then has a go at the official for some reason. But it's another good third quarter for Proximus Spirou. They went on a good run midway through there, and they lead by 11, 63-52, heading into the fourth. Just shooting at 36% from 2-point range. They were at 60% from 3-point range, but that's dropped to 38% now in that third quarter. Zielona Gora, they're being out-rebounded as well. 11 more rebounds for Proximus Spirou.
Just do not rush. If we cannot go here, move the defense.
Just those turnovers, really, that's costing the Belgian side. 18 turnovers to 12 for their Polish opponents.
Just hey, pass the ball, pass back, guys. After remember, pass.
So the final quarter just about to get underway, and it's going to take some comeback for Zielona Gora to try and get back in this one. They trail by 11. Something that hasn't been done before, though, of course. Godu with the three, way off target. Rebounded by Shepherd and bundled in the end. Michael Fusek was there. Attended the Adidas Euro camp in Italy last year, did Michael Fusek, and he was an early candidate for last year's NBA draft, but later opted to withdraw himself from that. So clearly highly thought of. It's another turnover. Oh no, it's just caught the foot of Fusek, I think, actually, so Zielona Gora will keep it, but only have 3 seconds left on the shot clock. It's Julian Vaughan. Vaughan does well with the right hook, just to keep Zielona Gora, keep the scoreboard ticking for them. As I said at the end of the third quarter, they can no longer just afford to trade. They need to get some stops down the other end. Foul called on Zamoyski or more. Yeah, Zamoyski picked up the personal. So just to let you know where everything stands in Group E, if scores stay the same, so if Proximus Spirou go on to win this, they will move on to 18 points, and Zielona Gora will have 17 points, so Spirou will move into 6th position. Zielona Gora would be down in 7th. As Shepherd goes for the three, offensive rebound by Jeracevic. Shepherd again, and an offensive foul. Charge is called. They'll turn it over. So yeah, there'd be a point separating them heading into the final game day next week. And next week, Zielona Gora, they are away in Greece to Ike. And Proximus Spirou have a home tie against Zielona Gora, which is much better for them as the travel is called on Florence. Yeah, Proximus Spirou at home to Zielona Gora, who currently occupy bottom position in Group E. So Proximus Spirou are looking good to finish in 6th position. They'll know that next week a win would guarantee them 6th position, and even if they lost, then they would still finish 6th. Great ball movement, good finish as well by Iracevic. Yeah, even if they lost next week and Zielona Gora won, it would still be Proximus Spirou guaranteed to finish in 6th because they would have beaten Zielona Gora on both occasions that they've played each other in the regular season. As Armani Moore goes to work, good defense, and they've turned it over. So that would mean Zielona Gora, if they do go on to lose this, will just be hoping that they're one of the 2 sides that finish as the best 7th place side to go through to the FIBA Europe Cup playoff. Iracevic throws up the 3 off target. Julian Vaughan with the rebound. They need to speed up the tempo here as Florence goes coast to coast, and a great right-handed finish by James Florence. He's got 10 personal now, the lead is still 11. Need to get some stops. Last touch was off Zamoyski, so Proximus Spirou will keep the ball. Thrown out of bounds, just trying to find Michael Fušek underneath. So they've got the stop, and they have to back that up with a make of their own now. Got less than 7 minutes to play here. They are still 11 points down. Zamoyski, difficult shot with the left hand. Rebound no by Dragicevic. Foul down under. So 14-second reset. Back to Chaniak. Now Florence again. Florence looking to try and influence this 4th quarter. Kalati steps back for 3! Makes it! And that could be a big shot in the context of this match as Kalati knocks down the 3. And it's now just an 8-point lead with just over 6 minutes to play. Fušek does well to keep hold of the ball, and strong underneath against Chaniak. Makes the 2. Florence. Florence to Dragicevic. Dragicevic, last touch was off Iracevic. So Zielona Gora will keep it. So Florence goes to take a seat. In comes Gruszecki. Will be a long 2 if it goes, which it does. And Zielona Gora with a couple of big-time shots. As James Florence just gets some instructions from Artur Gronek. Gruszecki with 10 points personal. The lead is 8 again. Jaracevic, shot clock down to 4. Great pass, Adam Kemp down under, but it's not going to count. He's been called on a travel, and they'll turn it over. So Zielona Gora have got the stop they desired. And they eat into this 8-point lead once again. They know that if they can just keep it close going down the stretch, then a few nerves may show. They'll be hoping that their home support can try and drag them over the line. Still plenty of time remaining, just over 5 minutes. Dragicevic just about manages to keep hold of the ball. Good defense by Jaracevic, who just stood his ground. Good strength by Jaracevic, and they have got the turnover. And a foul in the end, called on Kalati. Alexandra Libet, great hands from Libet. Instead threw up the extra pass instead of going all the way himself. Now the 3 is short, rebounded by Grusecki. So another miss from the Belgians. Grusecki loses his footing, and Grusecki helps him out by getting onto the loose ball. A 3 from way downtown, in and out. And another offensive rebound by Dragicevic. Grusecki instead decides against the 3 this time. Grusecki, the 3 is long. And Adam Kemp. Well, I think the foul's gone on Uchaniuk. Couple of chances there for Zielona Gora. They weren't able to capitalise on. So he's been fouled out. Uchaniuk, 5th foul, and rejected from the game for the final 4 and a bit minutes. Here's Libet. Darnell Harris to Javon Shepherd. Shepherd, great defense! Dragicevic with a massive block. Now can they make a bucket down the other end? Florence is back in. Grusecki for 3, gets it! And it's a 5-point game in Poland. They've trailed by as many as 15 in the second half of Zielona Gora, and they're back to within 5. They owe all of that to the massive block by Dragicevic.
Okay, so watch out on the screen. 1 step on the ball. Recognize the shooter. You know, the guy was 3-point game. Follow him, use the screen, and no stupid foul on that. In offer, it was great. There's the ball. Great. Good job to attack. Just smart if we beat the press like that. Okay? Alex, pas le press. Okay? Si un joueur est libre, tu passes la balle. Somebody don't pass. Just maybe pass back after that. And we play just full screen on the
Just on 12. Thomas, do not come to early. Bring down with him, and then when he will come to this guy, then you go closer and closer, and you will catch him. Do not show immediately because he is sleeping. When they are sleeping,
So all of a sudden things have began to get a little intriguing as we approach the last 3.5 minutes here. It's just a 5-point advantage. Godu tries to make it an 8-point lead. Last touch off James Florence. So Proximus Spirou will get the ball back. Yvonne Shepherd, marshalled all the way by Grusecki. Alexandra Libet, shot clock down to 4, into Darnell Harris, who is fouled by Armani Moore. Darnell Harris will go and shoot a couple. Dragicevic, another that's been fouled out, so both Dragicevic and Huchaniuk have both been fouled out of the game. Two of their big players here. So Darnell Harris makes 1 of 2. The lead back up to 6 with just over 3 minutes to play. Armani Moore. Moore feints off the glass, gets it. Great bank shot by Armani Moore. And the Polish military, who appeared to be in, seemed to like that one. Libet to Shepherd. Nicely done. That's where they want Kevin Tumba for the final 2 and a bit minutes. Kalati. And an offensive foul. Yeah, illegal screen by Julian Vaughan. And that is what they can't afford, to be turning the ball over with just 2 and a bit minutes remaining when they trail by 6. They're in the penalty as well now. Zielona Gora. Here's Libet. Foot out of bounds. Another turnover. Florence going himself on the reverse, can't get the finish, but Julian Vaughan was there on the putback, and it's just a 4-point lead. Jadacevic, and they post up Tumba again. And a travel has been called, so they've turned it over. Proximus Spirou are allowing Zielona Gora back in this match. 72 points to 68. 23 turnovers for the Belgian side, just 15 for Zielona Gora. 1 minute 47 left on the clock. And a chance for the Polish side to make this a 1-possession game. Armani Moore. Kalati looking to go himself. Foul called on Niels Marnegrav. Florence to Moore. Kalati, shot clock down to 4. It'll be a 2 if it goes, and it does. And it's a 1-possession game in Poland, 70-72. They've been down by as much as 15, Zielona Gora, and they are on a charge. Can they get a stop here? Yes, they can. A turnover by Kevin Tumba, and it's all going wrong for Proximus Spirou. And a chance to tie it up or even edge ahead. Galati. Good defense from Javon Shepherd. Vaughan comes in to set the pick and roll. And they get a little lucky, Armani Moore. His pass came off the foot of Alexandra Livet. Not a lot he knew about it, I don't think. So a timeout has been called.
Dziękuję serdecznie i wracamy do gry. Szanowni Państwo, 47,5 sekundy. Bardzo ważna akcja w ataku Stelmetu. I wszyscy wstają. Wstaje nawet prezes pan Janusz Jasiński. Wszyscy muszą wstać tutaj. Bardzo ważna akcja w ataku. I wszyscy razem.
So it was a double-digit lead coming into the final quarter for Proximus Spirou, and with 47 seconds left, they lead by just 2. And it is Zielona Gora with the ball as well. The fans have certainly come alive in the last 5 minutes or so. And he's taken too long to inbound. And that's a really sloppy turnover from Zielona Gora. A chance to tie this game up at 72 each, or even go ahead. And they turn it over, so can Proximus Spirou find a bucket? It's been some time. Five seconds to inbound the ball. James Florence couldn't manage it, and another timeout has been called.
Come on, or see. Let's go.
So two big timeouts for both the head coaches here. Zielona Gora are looking for a stop to try and keep it a one-possession game. Very sloppy turnover. They've just had a 5-second violation. .5 seconds left on the clock. Javon Shepherd is fouled.
Przemienienie po stronie gospodarzy z numerem 22 faulową Tomas Ferrati.
Lati with his fourth. There's a lot of Zielona Gora players especially that are flirting very dangerously with foul trouble. We've already seen 2 rejected from the game. Chaniak and Dragicevic, they're out already because of foul trouble. And Javon Shepherd with 2 important free throws, makes the first. Needs the second to make it a 2-possession game once more. And only makes 1. So it is still just a 1-possession game. It's Florence. Florence looking to go himself, a little teardrop. Doesn't go, but he is fouled. So Florence will head to the line to look to try and make it a 1-point game. Unsportsmanlike has been called on Schwartz. So this is big. The unsportsmanlike, meaning that he'll shoot free throws and they will get the ball back, Zielona Gora, after the second free throw. So it's a wonderful opportunity for the Polish side to take the lead. He makes both. It's a 1-point game and the ball back in the hands of the Polish side. Got about a 13-second difference between the shot and the game clock as Florence driving to the lane, gets it to go! And Zielona Gora take the lead deep in the 4th quarter. It is a 1-point lead. They've trailed by as many as 15. 7 seconds between shot and game clock. Jaracevic looked like a travel, not called. And it's just hit out of play by Florence. We've got 5 seconds left on the shot clock, 12 on the game clock. What a finish in Poland. And James Florence, what a play from him. 14 for him now as another timeout is called. So this now means in Group E, if Zielona Gora win this, they will move on to 18 points. Proximus Spirou will have 17 points in the race for 6th place. So it means then it's back in the hands of Proximus Spirou, of Zielona Gora. They know that if they win on game day 14, it guarantees them 6th position. The worry for them is that if they lose on game day 14 and Proximus Spirou win, they'll be level on points and Proximus Spirou will have a much better head-to-head aggregate points difference between the 2 sides. So it would be the Belgian side that would finish in 6th position. That is if Zielona Gora win this match, which at the moment they lead by a point. They've got 5 seconds left to shoot. What have they got? What's been drawn up? Javon Shepherd at the heart of things is fouled. So Shepherd will head to the line. Florence not happy with the decision. These are what you call pressure free throws. Gets the first. He's a good free throw shooter. He's about 84% throughout the Basketball Champions League regular season. 4 from 5 from the line today. And this, a very big one. And he gets it. Two big free throws from Javon Shepherd. And it is Proximus Spirou who lead again by a solitary point. Another timeout is called.
Using and go there. 5 man will take the ball. You will take the ball from here. Thomas, that's better. And no foul contest everything. We need right here. We know there's this. No, let's go. Game on 3, 1, 2, 3.
So Artur Gronek, what has he drawn up? What have Zielona Gora got in the final 9 seconds or so here? Proximus Spirou emphasising no foul, don't foul. Don't give them the chance to go and shoot a couple more. A stop for Proximus to win and a make for Zielona Gora to win. Exactly what we want. The beauty of this wonderful game. 74-75 with 9.2 seconds on the clock. Lawrence will inbound. He needs to make sure that he does inbound this time. And he does. Florence to Julian Vaughan. Vaughan off target. And the rebound is by Javon Shepherd. And that should be that. Shepherd was fouled. So Shepherd with the opportunity to go down the other end. Make a couple of free throws. There's still 1.7 seconds left on the clock, so even if he makes both free throws, Zielona Gora will have 1.7 seconds to try and make a three to send it to overtime. It's the man they probably want throwing them. Makes the first. And the second, 1.7 seconds, what can they find? It's Kalati for three, makes it! What an end here in Poland. We're heading to overtime. And Thomas Kalati, what a clutch three. They had to be quick. Kalati had to make sure as well because he caught it inside the arc. He had to step back, make sure that it was going to be a three. And he knocks it down. And to overtime we go. Well, incredible. It's an amazing turnaround for Zielona Gora.
Just come higher. Wait for the screen. Come higher and go in. Spread the corner.
Well, they're just making sure that it was definitely a three. Yeah, it certainly was. Well, they're making sure to see whether it was in time. I'm pretty sure it was good on both parts, but the officials are just double checking this one. It's definitely a three. I think the issue was whether it was shot in time, which it was. So we are definitely heading to overtime.
As I said, let's sometimes for up. We will not allow fast break.
For rotate, you said.
For rotate, sorry. We will not allow fast break. Every shot, you guys here. And we play defense, 5 on 5. Let's go, guys.
So Spirou still shooting the ball much better than Zielona Gora, 63% from two-point range compared to just 44% for Zielona Gora. Out-rebounding them as well, 10 more rebounds for the Belgian side, but 8 more turnovers, 24 turnovers to 16 for Zielona Gora. Florence with 14, he came up big towards the end of that fourth quarter, but what about that final second buzzer beater from Thomas Kalati? So 5 minutes overtime will be played. And of course, if we're all level after that, we go to double overtime. And who would put it past this match having more drama? Florence tries to set the ball rolling with an early three. Can't get it to go. Javon Shepherd with the rebound. Shepherd probably thought his 2 free throws towards the end of the fourth were going to be enough to see them over the line. Not the case. Here is Kalati. Shot clock down to 3 seconds. Kalati for 3 again, comes up short. Julian Vaughan on the rebound and has it stripped away from him. And Schwartz just slows it down. Libet. Juracevich to Kevin Tumba. Extra pass, Schwartz thought about the 3. Shot clock down to 4 seconds, tries to bank it in, nowhere near. And Florence with the rebound. His 3rd rebound to go along with 6 assists and 14 points for James Florence. Foul is called. Shepherd collects his 2nd personal. So Julian Vaughan heads to the line, 7 points already. Played all over the place, Julian Vaughan. Played in Belgium, the Dominican Republic, Cyprus, Greece, the Czech Republic, before signing with Stelmet last year. And 2 big free throws for Julian Vaughan, the big 2'8" man, has given them a 2-point advantage. Well, it must be the first time that Zielona Gora have been in the lead since the first quarter, I'd imagine. Schwartz, Juracevich. Tumba tries to set the screen. Juracevich to Kevin Tumba. Ball handling mistake by Tumba. Turns it over. Can they punish them? Armani Moore. They slow it down. Thought Armani Moore could have driven to the lane and tried to throw up the 2. Instead they keep it. Florence throws it out. The 3 is off target. And now a fast break for Proximus Spirou, but good transitional defense by Zielona Gora. Got numbers back quickly. Alexandra Libet to Iaracevic, throws up the three, makes it. And they take the lead again. Florence trying to go coast to coast, rejected by Schwartz. Now Libet trying to go himself, throws it back out to Schwartz. Iaracevic thought about the three. Good defense by Zielona Gora. The shot clock down to 3. Schwartz from way downtown, off target, and Julian Vaughan collects the rebound. Still just a 1-point game. 1 minute 50 remaining in overtime. Kalati, the hero for Zielona Gora. The step back 2, in and out. Can't get it to go. Shepherd just tries to slow it down. Foul. So a chance for Proximus Spirou to extend their lead to 3 once again. Javon Shepherd has been good from the foul line. And he'll have another 2 here. This is the first. So a 2-point lead with 1 minute 23 remaining. 81 points to 79. Kalati. Zamoyski back to Thomas Kalati. Kalati throws it back out to James. Florence makes the 3. And Zielona Gora again take the lead. Well, you wouldn't be surprised with double overtime here, folks. 82-81. It is still nip and tuck here. Alexandra Libet. Shot clock down to 4. Libet tries to bank it in, can't get it to go, but was fouled, and he will head to the line. More foul on Julian Vaughan. This is the first. Big opportunity to give the Belgian side the advantage once again. Now all he can do is tie it up. He's got 17 points today, and that was his first miss from the foul line. Not a great time to do it. Makes the second, so 82 points each with 40 seconds remaining. Kalati. Kalati driving to the lane himself, and a foul called on Javon Shepherd. And Kalati will head back to the line. This is the first. He's become so crucial down the stretch. Does well to make the second, so Zielona Gora again take the lead. 83-82. We've got about 9 seconds between the shot and the game clock here. Alexandra Livet throws it out. The three. Shepherd just off target. Schwartz does well to get the offensive rebound. Shepherd, no foul. Livet throws it up. The three goes. Alexandra Livet makes it a 2-point lead with 15 seconds to go. Livet has 20 points in the game. And a timeout has been called by Zielona Gora. They're gonna have to do it again here.
Hey, listen up. We go same. What we need, Thomas, you will take the ball.
Foul before he shoot. Okay? We have 2 points. Okay? Yes. On ball screen. So first, they use ball screen, switch, okay? And they pass the ball to Rodden. The guy will switch, make foul on him. Let's go, guys. Come on. Hey, no switch, no switch.
Stelmet w ataku. Trzeba zdobyć punkty, ale łatwiej będzie, jeżeli państwo powstaną.
So Artur Gronek saying that he's going to go the same. I'm guessing he means the same play that they drew up towards the end of the fourth quarter. Dragicevic desperately wanting to get involved, but he's fouled out of the game. Kalati got 14 seconds left of overtime. A 2 will take it to double overtime. The 3 may well win it. Kalati looking to go himself, throws it back out. Armani Moore, yeah, he couldn't touch it again. It's a double dribble, and what a time for Armani Moore to double dribble. And the look of shock on the Zielona Gora supporters. They can't believe what they've just seen. And the Polish side are now going to have to foul and just hope that they miss from the line. He knew he couldn't touch the ball again. He wanted someone to come and take it off him.
The first guy, Yano, you play in middle. Max, you will be Jevon. You just go, sorry, Alex, you will be to the middle. Just no foul, okay? No, you went in the screen. Max, you play from opposite side, okay? We make just that, Jevon. Just come like that and watch Alex to come. If you had, can you see the ball here? Two hands on the ball, okay? Just that. Hey, Alex, pass the ball, 2 hands, okay? No dribble, just
Try to steal the ball. Let's go. Listen up. If they will score, if they got clean situation, we got foul. Do not forget.
He looked at Florence there, just saying, come on, come and help me out, but couldn't quite do it. So they're going to have to foul. They're going to have to foul quickly. Hope that Spirou miss at least 1 from the line. And then they're going to have to go up and make another miracle 3 like they did towards the end of the fourth quarter. Yeah, so they foul Javon Shepherd. That's the man they wanted on the ball to go and shoot the free throws. He's been good from the line today. They need him to miss 1 at least. Makes the first. Shepherd's got 19 now. If this goes, it becomes a 2-possession play. A 2-possession game, sorry, once again with 3.4 seconds. He's missed it. And the last touch was off Javon Shepherd, so well, they had, I think it was 1.7 seconds on the clock at the end of the fourth quarter to make a 3. They've now got 2.7 seconds. throws it up from way downtown, cannot go. And in the end, Proximus Spirou get over the line. But what a game of Basketball Champions League action we've seen today. Proximus Spirou 86, Stelmet Zielona Gora 83 after overtime. But that three from Kalati towards the end of the fourth quarter to take it to overtime. Absolutely amazing, and Proximus Spirou will be ever so relieved to get over the line. They very nearly surrendered a big lead they built up during that second half. See, they shot the ball much better from two-point range. Out-rebounded their Polish opponents as well, 42-31 rebounds. They had more assists as well. A few more steals for Zielona Gora, but the turnovers, the big one really that kept Zielona Gora going. 25 turnovers to 17. But an amazing game. And all in all, Florence led the way with 17 for Zielona Gora, Libet with 21, 9 rebounds for Shepherd, 7 for Vaughan, and Florence and Libet both 6 assists. So Proximus Spirou leapfrog above Zielona Gora in the Group E standings. They've got 18 points, Zielona Gora on 17. Proximus Spirou will finish 6th no matter what happens next week. And Stelmet Zielona Gora, they are still hoping to qualify for the FIBA Europe Cup playoff with a win next week, and they'll hope that they're one of the best placed 7th place teams to go through. But Zielona Gora know that they are through to the FIBA Europe playoff, because every side that finishes in 6th will qualify. Dragicevic will be frustrated that he wasn't able to influence things towards the back end. He was fouled out along with Adam Pechaniuk, but Kalati, the man who made it go to overtime at least. I will leave you with the second half and overtime highlights to enjoy.
Adams right up the backboard. William Hatcher with a beautiful move. I can go for a timeout.
So Spirou 86, Zielona Gora 83. Join us next week.